Ah, jeez, man. I was waiting for these data mines since like 8 o'clock. And there's no telling exactly what time they're going to drop. So I took myself a little nap, thinking I was going to take like a 2-hour nap or something. Come to find out I woke up like 4 hours later. Actually, I think 5 hours later, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay, so here we are. We have the Bride data mines, and we have new customization pack. Okay. We got the skill inheritances for Lana and Tine. Now, Lana is the Tempest Trial, so hopefully she's got something. Upcoming Hall of Forms. Okay, that's in here too. Okay, and then also the stats for the new units. So let's start things off over here. We have the customization pack. Let's see what this is all about. Let's also... Hold on, something is not right here. Why didn't they post... Don't they usually post these on, like Imgur or something? Alright, whatever. So, $8.99, basically $9 US. You're getting 22 orbs and a boat, apparently. Alright, this looks like a castle background, actually. This is pretty cool. And it's very different, too. And with a giant chessboard. Yeah, nothing goes better like pirates and cannonballs and chess, right? This is exactly what I want to do when I'm out at sea. What a wonderful castle background, though. And it's so different. Like, when do we ever get a castle background that's not, like, on a castle? Well, we have had a couple. We've had some that are in, like, a garden. But we've never had something like this. This is interesting. Maybe we'll get one on a plane or, like, something like that. Maybe not a plane. Fire Emblem is not the type of game that has planes. But, okay, there you go. Not a bad support pack there. Okay, we don't want to spoil ourselves yet with Lana and Tine. Let's head over here. Let's take a look at the stats for the new characters. We'll save Hall of Forms for later. Okay, so I guess we'll start with the duo hero. So we have Julia and Ishtar. So they've got 40 HP, 49 attack, 17 speed, 33 defense, and 49 res. Okay, giving them a 188 total, but that doesn't matter because they have a dual skill. Their BST is going to be higher anyway. So, Boons and Banes here. We have minus HP. Yeah, plus attack, which is good. Obviously, they have a brave attack. Alright, nothing on speed. Then we have minus defense and then plus res. So, plus attack plus res is pretty good. Honestly, they seem like a pretty good unit. They're very interesting as well. They're doing like a multitude of different things. They have the support where they're giving the special charge acceleration before hit and then attack and res of 5 to allies in 3 columns and 3 rows, which, I mean, that's the new thing. That's the hot ticket, see? All these characters are just doing either crux bonuses or crux debuffs to the enemies. So that's what we're looking at nowadays. And then also... They're a nuker. They've got effective against dragon. They've got potentially a brave attack if they can win a res check. And then, what else they got? They got their duo button, which is giving cooldown reduction support to allies. And then it gives empathy as well. And it's reusable. Those are always good. The reusable ones, particularly in SD, where you may be able to just whiff an action multiple times during a fight. Sometimes whiffing an action in SD is just good, just to get turn momentum. So, all that stuff is very good. And then, what else do they do? They have their B skill, which... I think they have a debuff as well, right? Man, there's a lot going on with this unit. They're doing a lot of things. They buff, they debuff, they nuke. Tell me something else new that one of these brand new units doesn't do. So, they're good, but they're not like... like, you have to summon them or anything. Like, you can safely skip. Alright, let's take a look at Brave Seliph 2.0. Alright, he's next. Alright, so 41 HP, 48 attack, 47 speed, 37 defense, and then 17 res. Alright, that res, man. 190 BST overall. Couldn't have gave him one more, so he'd get 195 with a super boon. I guess it doesn't matter. It's fine. Alright, so minus HP. What is that? Oh, plus attack there. Plus attack is good. Okay, not plus speed, interestingly enough. Nothing on defense, and then nothing on res. So basically just plus attack for Seliph, which, I mean, typically you would expect Seliph to have either plus speed or something else. Plus attack by itself, okay. Now, he's literally just Brave Seliph 2.0. He's got everything Seliph does from back in the day, except he's doing a little bit more. So, if you thought that playstyle of unit was good, then here you go. The one difference, though, is that Fatal Smoke exists now, and that turns off non-special Miracle. So, he's not going to be as annoying as he once was. However, the ease of him getting Brave Attack now with the Erica Ring is definitely different. And then the way that he gets his true damage is the same way as Ninja Lucina, whereas the Brave Seliph gets it based on 40% of the foe's defense. So it's going to be more consistent for the Bride or Groom Seliph in this case to be getting a more consistent amount of true damage, I would say, than the Brave Seliph will. And then he's also just giving like a boatload of support to his allies as well. So yeah, it's hard to say this guy is going to be a bad unit. He can be a good Gale Forcer too, because his weapon gives him cooldown reduction before his first attack and before his second attack as well. So that's like very consistent for Gale Force, and then it's also very good for Haze Slice and other specials you may be wanting to run. So yeah, he's also very good, but not something you want to like guarantee summon for, I would say. Alright, next up we got Lachae here with 40 HP, 45 attack, 48 speed, 35 defense, and then 31 res. 199 VST overall, which is good. That's going to score pretty high. Yeah, she would be arena viable if you were to get her to plus 10. Okay, we have minus HP. Nothing on attack there. Yeah, plus speed. Nothing on defense, and then I think that's minus res. So minus HP, minus res, plus speed. Yeah, plus speed is what you would expect from her. Now, she's also very good. She's basically just like Legendary Ira 2.0. Well, not 2.0, more like 1.5 or 1.1 even, because the Legendary Ira is still a very good unit. This unit, she's doing a lot of similar things, but they have a couple of differences, though, where like this Lachae or Lachae is getting full potent. I don't remember if Legendary Ira got full potent as well. She might have. So both of these units are going to be great recipients of the Erica Ring, getting 5 possible attacks. That's just very nasty. So yeah, that's definitely going to be good. She has the exact same special as Legendary Ira as well. Like mother, like daughter. So yeah, she seems just as good as... They're like, these first 3 here are all very good. I would say probably, I think Seliph might be the best one overall, and then Lachae's probably in second, and then I would have Julia in third. But they're all, like, all 3 of these units are very good. It's just a matter of, do you like the character enough to want to summon, pretty much? And if you do, then you're getting something really great out of it. But at the same time, if you're a meta chaser and you can only afford to summon on, like, the highest echelon of character, then you can definitely bide your orbs for the time being. Okay, we got Tine up next. She is going to be the Tempest Trial prize here. So 38 HP. We got 46 attack, 47 speed, 21 defense, and then 27 res. Wait, no, she's not the Tempest Trial, guys. It's Lana who is the Tempest Trial. Tine is just the banner demote. Guys, this is what happens when you try to record a video after just waking up from a nap that you haven't really woken up from. So 179 BST for Tine. Yeah, you're not going to want to get her plus 10 for arena. If you would plus 10 her, it would be because you like her, not so much for arena score. Okay, and then stat line here, we got minus HP. Nothing on attack. Would have liked plus attack for her, but we have plus speed instead. Okay, that's nothing on defense, and then that is plus res. Plus res with 27 res. Okay, sure. So, plus speed, plus res, minus HP. She is a Cavalry Red Tome. Now, we do actually have some pretty good Red Tome access. We have, of course, the Arcane Blood Gang, and then I believe we got one other really good inheritable Red Tome not too long ago. I can't remember who had it, though. I'll have to double-check that, but... yeah, her weapon is okay. It's mainly, like, support, because it's giving the Crux buff of attack and... either attack and speed or attack and res up 5 to allies in 3 columns and 3 rows, and then does, like, nullify guard or nullify penalties or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But it's the type of weapon you would want to give to a support unit that's just standing there anyway. Like, just not really doing much. But maybe they can assist, like, with duo buttons or something like that. But what duo unit without a preference weapon would you want to give an inheritable weapon to? Probably none. So, yeah, hard to say. I don't know. It also does have true damage up to 15 points, which could be good. But overall, man, just, like, Arcane Bloodgang is probably just way better. So, RIP. Tine doesn't look like the best banner demote for seasonals. And then, finally, we've got Lana over here. So, Lana is going to be a staff flyer. Now, when was the last time we had one of those in Tempest Trial? It's been a while, right? I think... actually, it might have been Nana from the Scion banner. She's the, like, one of the more recent ones that comes to mind. So, yeah, that's been a hot minute. Hopefully, she's going to be a good merge project. So, we got 40 HP, 47 attack, 41 speed, 24 defense, and 31 res. So, 183 overall. Not quite good enough for Arena. And her being a staff means it's going to be very expensive to build her. Because you're going to want to give her, like, Sway or Tidings. You're going to want to give her Holy Pressure, Ice Lock, like, a lot of very expensive skills. Luckily, we do have one Arcane staff unit that can alleviate the stress of that with Hortensia. But she also needs to get all those skills first. So it's going to be quite an investment if you're really trying to build up this Lana. All right, we got here minus HP. We got plus attack. Yeah, plus speed also. Okay. Wow, plus... what? Plus defense also, and then minus res. So minus HP, minus res, and then plus attack, speed, and defense. Very interesting. Okay, Lana, everything she's got is either a boon or a bane. Now, our benevolent bride. Let's see. What have you got for us? Yeah, here it opened up on Imgur. Why didn't it do that for the... customization pack? Alright, whatever. Bouquet Baton Plus. 12 might, 2 range. For allies in 3 rows of 3 column center on unit. Grants attack and speed up 5. And nullifies penalties on ally during combat. That's the same as Tine's Tome. That's what that one does. Alright, then also if unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats of 5 to unit. Neutralize penalties on unit. And deals plus X damage during combat with a max of 15. X's number of allies in 3 columns of 3 rows times 5. And calculates damage from staff after combat damage is added. Oh, actually, that's pretty good for a staff, yeah. Because there's really not many staffs that are that great for inheritance, besides, obviously, Hortensia's. And this one is... this is pretty good, yeah, because staff is not as competitive as a lot of the other weapons, like lance and sword and so on, which get good weapons all... well, maybe not so much sword, but like lances, axes, tomes, those are always getting really good stuff. So, the staff, which is very underrepresented, this is very good for them. So, actually not a bad inheritable weapon there. All right, then we have Physic, or Physic, however you say that. Probably Physic, right? Because physician. When I was a kid, I actually used to call this Psychic, as in the Pokemon type from, like, the Game Boy Advance games. Because this was the first time I ever played Fire Emblem. And they had the physics staff. I was like, oh, look, Psychic. You heal from 2 spaces away. Alright, she also has Wind Fire Bomb. And we have Attack and Speed Form 3, which is the prerequisite for... which one is it? Attack and Speed Tidings, or is it Attack and Speed Sway? I can't remember exactly which one was which. Alright, then also Speed and Res Rain, probably alluding to them wanting you to give her Speed and Res Crux. Which... all of a sudden, Crux became the thing. Who would have ever thought? Alright, then Tine's got Attack and Speed Catch 3, and then also Speed and Res Far Trace 4 at 5-star. Pretty good skill for a demote, but, I mean, at this point, there's so many better B skills that it's, like, kind of a moot point. But I digress. Why can't we see stuff like this on regular demotes? Why is it always got to be on seasonal demotes? Huh? Are we not past the points of getting... Are we ever going to get a gold border skill on a 3-star demote on a regular banner? Is that ever going to happen? That's something they got to do, man. Okay, the tiniest... How did that... What is going on, man? Let me refresh this. This has got to be something wrong with my Reddit. I don't understand. Okay, so where were we? We're looking for Hall of Forms. Okay, let's see here. So 3 houses Hall of Forms. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, that's a little bigger than I thought, but good enough. Okay, so we have here Summer Edelgard, Summer Dimitri, Summer Claude, and then legendary female Byleth, who I think actually did a lot better in terms of her refine and remix than the male one did. And she is a legendary hero, so you can use her as a legendary season bonus if you've got her. So, yeah, she would probably be the #1 unit to pick up in here. Summer Edelgard can still definitely get it done. Her DPS is not really what you want for breaking walls anymore, but she can still take 3 actions in a turn, which basically only Edelgards and, like, Gulveig units can do. There's not many units that can take that many actions. So... yeah, that's very good. And then she does also have a harmonic button, so can't forget about that. So, yeah, also her being a harmonic hero, if you don't have... I'm sure most people do, but if you didn't have a harmonic hero for her titles, you could also run her in Resident Battles, right? So, like, that could be an option, too. Then we have Summer Dimitri, who... he was actually... he might have been one of the better Dimitris on release, because he had Atrocity... and he had Brave Attacking back then. And he was a Cavalry melee type. So, like, that's... he was checking off a lot of the boxes that we look for. But right now, not so much. Every unit now can just be a Brave Attacker. It's not nothing special. And then Atrocity, while good for its day, is... I mean, units are doing that for free, basically. Like, that's just built into their weapon now. And then they have, like, 50 other effects. So... yeah, he's going to need a refine, definitely. All of these units are. Well, besides Byleth, who already got one. But, like, Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude are going to need refines at this point. And then Claude, he's not really the type of unit you would want to pick up in here. Because while he was good for a demote, it was only for a demote. Like, when compared to other 5-star exclusives, he's, like, just about on par with, like, the lower scale ones. So... yeah, not really the unit you would want to pick up in Hall of Forms. Unless you've already got him to +10 and you want to get some better skills on him or something, then maybe. So, yeah, I would say definitely top priority is Byleth, followed by Edelgard, and then the other 2 are just a gamble, pretty much. Okay, so what else do we have to look at? Now this is super zoomed in. It's, like, really awkward to look at. Okay, we have the artwork to take a look at, and I guess that's just about it. We can finish up after this. So, starting things off with Seliph, his outfit looks great. It's just his face I got a problem with. And really, only the face in the neutral art, too. I think it looks better in the other arts. Like, as we see here, it certainly looks a lot better there. It's just like over here. It's like a weird pose to have a face looking like that. Alright, then we got the special attack art there. Pretty nice. And then finally, the injured artwork. Okay. Alright, so there we go for Seliph. Then we have Lachae over here with her toga. I don't know why. It's just very fun seeing them wear stuff like that. Alright, there's the attack. That outfit is not designed for fighting. I mean, look at all the stuff coming off her. That is going to be distracting. Alright, here's the special attack. This one's really nice, too. It actually looks like she's using Astra, because she's, like, hitting multiple times. You can see, like, each of these, like, blue effects here is, like, each strike that she's doing, I think. So, like, Astra, you hit them 5 times. That's probably what she's doing there. And then the injured artwork for her. Okay. Alright, then we have Lana up next. Lana Banana. No, she's not banana. Well, she does have, like, hair. Not really banana colored, but like sunflower colored. But yeah, the true banana is Shanna. She's the banana. Alright, there's the special art. And then finally the injured art. Pretty good for free-to-play unit. Might even be better than Selif's overall, like, just, like, from top to bottom, because I think her neutral art is pretty good, but not too, like, eventful in terms of poses. She's pretty much just standing upright in, like, all of these. Not really too many different, like, poses for her. All right, and then we have Hakan's masterpiece. Oh my god, this art is so good. Dude, if you've seen, like, Hakan's art in Duel Masters, it's, like, very similar to this. That's where I first got familiar with his art style. He draws very soft. Like, the skin of the characters that he draws looks like snow soft. It's so... Look, I don't know how to describe it. They look very beautiful, very pretty. The hair always looks great, and when he draws thighs, he's unstoppable too. Ask Legendary Micaiah about that one. All right, here is their attacking artwork there. Oh, that's nice. Look at the pop on the... Yeah, well, Julie is not really a fire mage, but I can kind of get why they would give her fire there. And then we have the thunder for Ishtar, which obviously makes a lot of sense. This is a really cool one. All right, and then we have the injured artwork there. Kind of similar to the attacking pose, right? Except this time they're taking damage. So yeah, pretty good. I think everyone agrees this is the best art on the banner overall. And then finally we have Tinny here. So here is her neutral art. All right, then we got the attacking art. And the special attack art. A little bland on the effect. I think the colors could have been a little bit more vibrant there. They kind of blend in a little. And then finally, the injured artwork there. Okay, so there we go for all the art. I think that's everything. Honestly, I'm just going to like go back to bed as soon as I upload this. I'm still kind of tired. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like that's just about everything. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope I didn't annoy anybody with my half-asleep antics here. And yeah, the banner is definitely a skip. But if like these are your favorite characters and you want to get them, then you're definitely getting something out of it because they're all very good. And then also, if you're going for Nana as a merge project, I would say she can probably get it done. I'll have to look at some of the other like free-to-play staves that we have access to, but we don't really get them too often, and certainly not flying stave units that are free-to-play. So she's certainly better than the last one that I can think of, which is the Scion Nana. So maybe I'll have to do a builds video for her. I'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, that's going to wrap us up for this one. Hope y'all enjoyed the coverage, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.